Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Paul Brown Show. This evening, my guest, not only a producer, a comedian, but a very special friend, Mr. Floyd Strother. How you doing there, Floyd?
Doing fine, Paul.
Great.
Fine.
Thank you for coming on the show. Tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Floyd Strother, and I have a show here on 21 called Floyd Strother Comic Unleashed. It's a new show, and what we do, we unleash the comedians. That's what we do.
How long have you been a comedian? I mean, that's a very interesting field.
Yeah, I started out about 8 years ago. Started doing comedy with Chris Funnyman Robinson back at the Big Chill, and they had a contest one day, and they was asking people like, you be at the cookout, the family reunions and stuff. They asking like, everybody say you funny. You know how you might be at a gathering and everybody like, man, you funny, man. So I said, I'm gonna give it a try, man. I called Chris Funnyman Robinson one day, man, and I think they was having the P. Diddy competition, Puff Daddy. They was having a competition, and they was telling people to call in. So I called him while I was at work, and he was like, man, he's like, everybody say they funny. So he was like, tell me some jokes. So I told him a couple of jokes, and he let me come on, man, and he kept calling me back. He taught me a lot about being a comedian, because he taught me how to work the stage. He taught me how to, look in people's eyes when I'm telling the joke, how to give people time to laugh. Because when I first started out, I used to just tell the joke so fast, I wouldn't even give people time to laugh. I just go through the jokes. So he kind of trained me, man, with that, and I appreciated that.
Okay, with today's coming, as far as comedians, who would you consider to be some of your inspirations?
Inspirations? I'd say one of my inspirations comedians would be, people that's already made it. I'd say like Steve Harvey. I like Richard Pryor, Red Fox, really all comedians, man. Even like local comedians, like people that you never heard before and never seen. I look up to them too, because it takes a lot, man, to go on the stage and pick up a mic, man, and just start talking, man.
And that's a good thing. I mean, how does it feel like getting on that stage in front of all these, and you got to make them laugh?
It's a feeling, man. You can't even really explain it. It's a feeling, man. It ain't nothing that can give you that feeling, man. No type of drug, no type of alcohol. It's a feeling, man. Nothing can. It's just a feeling I can't really explain, man. But I know once you get up there, man, you tell the DJ to stop that music, and you got like a whole room full of people just watching you, man. Mm-hmm. You make you laugh, but you got to make them laugh, But there's no feeling if you practice and everything. I usually didn't have too many problems though. They kept calling me back. I done I say about 40 shows in a year,
Okay.
And I learned a lot. And then I found out about TV 21.
How long have you had the name of your show, Floyd Strother's Comedy Unleashed?
Yeah, it's Floyd Strother's Comics Unleashed has been on the air since April the 1st. But I had, the old name was Floyd Strother's Comedy Connection. It's been on the air for like 6 years. Okay. And I just changed the name a couple months ago, April the 1st, because, we're trying to get down to business, and we just changed the name to get a fresh start, man, get some new people in here. It's change.
Floyd, I really want to applaud you for the work that you do, not only at Access 21, but in the community, because I hear a lot of people talk about you and all the positive things that they say. Has the road always been as good as it is right now for yourself?
Well, I'm gonna say, it has, but it's got better, man. Cause now, when I first started, it was good, but it was like, man, I had a whole entourage when I started, man. I had so many people following me, man, and I guess I had all my friends and all the people following me, but I ain't have God with me though.
Okay.
So I guess that's why it didn't really go right. But I think this trip right here, I think instead of all my whole entourage, I got God. It's just me and God now, So I think it feels better just me and him. I'm more happier now, and it's going better, man. I can't even complain, man. I couldn't even fix my mouth to complain right now. For real, man. Everything I done been through.
Looking back through your life, and your children, and your family, when they see you now, they look on TV. What do you think they say about yourself? I mean, they got to. I mean, they got to be proud of you.
Yeah, they're proud of me, man. They just like, Dad, you on TV, and, my kid's mother, man, they like, she couldn't believe, she saw a show where I did about his women's shelter. And I was talking to Miss Ann Taylor.
Okay.
She was asking me about it. And I was telling her, like, I was like that when I was young, about 18 years old. I mean, I'm still young, but, I used to be the same way. And I kind of learned the lesson from that. When she saw it, she was like, who was you talking about? And I was like, I was talking about you, you know what I'm saying? And, you could tell she was kind of happy, but at the same time, she probably like, she really couldn't believe it, though, But they like it, though, man. They like the show. They like the positive stuff that I'm doing and everything. It's better than what I used to do, you know what I mean?
Correct. How about the people in the community? I know you see a lot of your old friends, the ones you used to hang around. We all hang around them.
Right.
How do they feel when they see you where you're at right now?
Well, they be happy, man. When they see me, they like, man, you crazy, man. I watch the show. Everybody they support the show. They like, they watch it and everything. But it's good, man. It's good. They don't treat me that bad. Some people, how friends can be. Someone can be like they want to do the same thing,
Right.
But it's just like going out and just taking the steps. Cause I used to always talk about what I was gonna do, But like my mom always told me, talk is free. You got to show me. So I'm more now on like the show me state right now, instead of just talking about it, Cause this is like all entertainers, basketball stars, anybody, anything you do in entertainment to get money, they would have never had made it to that stage if they wouldn't have never took that step. They would have just sit back and just talked about it. They would have never be where they were,
Correct. Statement: positive thinking creates positive results. What does that mean to you?
That means a lot to me, man. Cause it's a true statement. And you got to be positive, man. And you got to have that positive energy. I remember you was telling me that, man. I know it was probably about 3-4 years ago on the show that we was on. And I was thinking about that recently. I think I told you about that the other day. Cause you told me, you was like, I remember you said that. And I was like, that's so true. Cause now I can see that now. You got to hang around positive people with positive energy. Cause you hang around negative people, man, and it's like they draining your energy, So I try to, man, just be around positive people now, man. Like I say, man, keep God first. Keep him with me. He with me at all times. Every time I get in a situation where it don't feel comfortable, I just pray, or I know God with me. And if I'm around somebody I don't really want to be around, I just start talking about God, and they'll let me know if they for me or not. Cause if they not, they'll leave if I keep talking about God. But they for me, they're gonna stay there and talk about God with me,
That's true. That's true. I know not too long ago you were in a kind of like a car accident, and the devil almost took you out. But God, he kept you. Describe that experience going through that accident, and how does it feel to know that God has something planned for your life, because he took you through something and he brought you out.
It's scary,
So describe that accident and how that makes you feel like that God has something else stored for your life.
Yeah, man. I was in my truck, man, and somebody hit me. I was on the highway, man, and I was just driving, looking straight, and then all of a sudden I just heard a bump, like boom. The next thing I know, I'm doing like a 360 in the middle of the highway, slamming into the median, man. And airbags out, totaled my truck and everything, man. I was like, man, I know it's a God. And you know what? I think about that because I was like, I be thinking like, I know God got something planned big for me, man. And it's just not because of the wreck. I'm talking way before the wreck, I used to be like, man, I'm talking about down, like no job, man. And you know how people treat you when you ain't got no job.
Correct.
So, but I used to always just kept praying, man. I always kept praying, man, and just kept trying to stay busy, man. But I always said, man, I said, God got to have something big for me. Because, I was at my lowest point, So I'm like, he got to have something big. And, I just got to start thinking big, man, because it's bigger than what I thought, It's bigger than what I thought. I really still don't know what it is. I'm just trying to sit back, man, keep the faith, man, and just enjoy the ride, man. Just try to handle it as it comes, man.
Floyd, hearing you talk now, it appears that you have a new outlook on life.
Yeah.
How does that feel to yourself?
Man, that feel good, man. You trying to make me cry though, but it feel good though, man. It ain't even no words for it, Paul, man. Just like I said, man, I just got closer to God though, man. Cause I wasn't. It's like, you know, I used to do good, like as far as my TV show, stuff like that. It's like I was doing good, but it's like something was missing. And, you know, I'm talking about just in my everyday life, man. But it's like since I started praying and everything, and you know, just putting God first and trying to put God in everything I do. You know, it's like it's been better, man. Cause I know I always tell my manager, man, that I said I know God tired of me praying to Him and telling Him thank you. You know, cause everything. I mean, I can be out, man. I can be at work. Somebody give me a tip. I'll be like, thank you, God. You know, anything that happens, I be knowing Him. I just be giving Him the knowledge and giving Him the praise, like thank you, God, cause I know it's Him. And I'll be like, you know, I can't forget that it's Him. You know, cause it seemed like I did that before and it didn't work out. You know, but I think I'm in a good place right now, man. Like I say, man, this is the happiest I ever been in my life, really. You know, I know it's because of God. I know it's a God. Because me and him talked for 7 days, bro. People don't believe me when I say that, but we talked for 7 days. I let my cell phone get cut off. I could have cut it back on, but I left it off, man, and I just sit there for 7 days, man. And we talked, man. And then it's like something happened. And it's like everything that me and him talked about in the room, just me and him, nobody else. It's like he showed me. And I'm like, man, that's a scary feeling, but I can't be scared because I know it's God. He ain't gonna do nothing to hurt me. But I mean, that's a feeling like, man, I just talked about that with him. And now he's showing me, okay, this is what you say you want. Okay, now he looking at it, he leaving it up to me like, okay, now I didn't gave you what you say you want. What you gonna do? I'm gonna see what you gonna do with it now. So I know I got to do the right thing, man. If I want everything that me and God talked about, I got to do the right thing. If I don't, he gonna show me how quick he can take it back from me, you know?
Correct. Being a comedian, everyone expects you to be, you know, funny, happy all the time.
Yeah.
But is life always as fun as they take it to be?
Nah. But sometimes you like you say, like my manager said, you got to suck it up.
You got to.
I tell you, man, hey, my feelings, I think that's my biggest problem, man. I let my feelings get in the way a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's my biggest problem, man. I got to learn to suck it up, man. Even when I ain't feeling good, I still got to go on with my everyday. You know what I mean? I got to take care of business. You know, I'm like Steve Harvey, though. You know, it was shows. You know, we were just talking about that. Me and my manager was talking about it. Like, I was like, man, I don't feel good, man. I didn't work all day, man. I'm tired. She's like, what? You tired? You think Steve Harvey don't be saying that when they had to go do a show? They be thinking about their family. You know, they got problems too. Everybody got problems. But you know, you got to stick it out, man. You got to, you know, you got to keep going, man. You know, and I think my favorite word is, you think I feel sorry for you? I don't feel sorry for you.
Correct.
And that helped me a lot, 'cause it's like, it helped me with my mental. So, you know, man, all that, man, it's like the people around me, man. You know, they help me get through it, man. They help me get through it.
The comedians in Charlotte, do you think it's kind of like tougher being in Charlotte as far as advancing as being a comedian, or do you feel like you should probably move on to like maybe like Atlanta, New York, Los Angeles, you know, some of the bigger markets?
Yeah, but I think that I think local comedians, man, they get I think they doing all right though. 'Cause you know, I know a couple of comedians out here like Niecy. She taught me, Juano Charlie, you know, he doing good. You know, it's all right because I mean you got a lot of people that be in Charlotte, man. It's a whole bunch of people, but it won't hurt to go to Atlanta or you know LA or New York or something like that to do your comedy. But I think Charlotte a good. I think Charlotte a good spot for comedy though. You know, if you want to be a comedian, you know, you just got to go out there and do it, man. You know, I need to get back out there on stage myself. You know.
When was the last time you were on stage, and how did it feel like to yourself?